Hi friends, it's Julia. I'm here to share my Out with the Old and Layout share for my November 2020 Counterfeit Kit Challenge kit. Now this kit was small in my terms. It started with an Echo Park collection and it was a Perfect Autumn collection, and that's part of the front introduction sheet, and you can see I've cut it down and I just have a few cut aparts left on the back. And as far as paper goes, this is it. This is all I have left. I did have some, what is that, 4x8 Traveler's Notebook pages, and I think I have one whole Traveler's Notebook page left, and then I have some cut aparts from a different collection from the Oh So Thankful collection. I don't know when that was from, but I had pulled those in from 2013. I had pulled those in, and the two bigger pieces I cut apart and used, and then I had these smaller pieces here that I did not use. But as far as pattern paper goes, now I did pull in a sheet of glitter paper. I did pull in some additional pieces of cardstock, but then otherwise I just used, and a corrugated paper. I just used what was in my collection pack. So you can see I have still enough to make some cards or some more layouts, but I'm done. I want to move on from here. So that's what I have left as far as paper goes. Stickers. Now I did start off with this one partially used, and I think I used a few little small pieces from here. This one was a full sheet, and I used maybe 4 pieces, maybe 3. Maybe I had already used that one. This sheet was a full sheet, and I used several pieces. Here, a tree, these smaller leaves I used up. So I got great use out of that one. This is a set from, so this is from Little Yellow Bicycle, and I did use several pieces from here. Some of the little houses, a little phrase here, a phrase here, some of the leaves. So I did get some use out of that, but it will go back into my stash. This one, I actually think I used maybe 1 or 2 pieces from there. I used quite a few pieces from here. This chipboard set, I used quite a few pieces from that. I have these stickers. There was a full set here, and you can see I used quite a few. I don't have that many left. There's 2, 4, 6, 7, and it started off with 17, so I used 10. This set of stickers that I just purchased this year, I used 1. That's it. Well, a couple little small ones I think from there. This leaf pack, I used a couple from here, 3 it looks like. This set of wood veneer leaves and pumpkins, I did not use any of those. This set of layered stickers from Cartabella, I used 1. This set from Freckled Fawn, I used 1, 2 stickers from there. And then these rub-ons, I used 1, 2. These rub-ons, I didn't use anything. And I think out of this ephemera pack, I used maybe 1 or 2 pieces. Yeah, not very many. From this sticker sheet, these are puffy stickers from American Crafts, and I used several. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces from there. This chipboard set, you can see I used quite a few pieces from there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 pieces. So from the 20 pieces, so not bad. This set of ephemera from Autumn Beauty, and this set from Autumn Beauty, I don't think I used anything from these 2 packs. From this one, Falling for Autumn, I used quite a few pieces. This set from Close to My Heart, I think I used a couple little pieces from here and here, but that's it. These pieces from Miss Elizabeth's, I did use some of these, I don't know what they are. They're a little burst of flowers. And then some of the leaf clusters I used, and I think a couple of pumpkins. These were leftover craft colored embellishments, I think, from this Close to My Heart pack. I used quite a bit from there. These fall leaves, I used several from there. Both of these packs of leaves, they're glitter leaves. I used multiples from both packs. The wood buttons, didn't use any of them. Not this go around. These Freckled Fawn stickers, I enamel dots, stars, and hearts. I used quite a few. These sequins, I actually had a partial, there's 4 sheets in here. One of them was, well, all of them I think had been used already. But I finished up one entire sheet in here. This I used quite a bit. This I used quite a bit. This I used quite a bit. These I used 4 of those big pumpkins. And then this I used, I think, 1 piece maybe, or 2 from there, I can't remember. Wood veneer bits and pieces. From these I used a couple of pieces. From here I used a couple of pieces. I started off with I don't know how many flare, but this is what I have left. So that'll go back into my stash. I had this set of brads, but I did not use them. I had all of these large sequins. I used a few, not very many though. That's a huge amount of stickers or sequins. These brads, I think I maybe used 1 from here. Maybe. I'm not 100% certain. These wood veneer leaves, I used a ton of. These little border strips here that I had, I don't know where the rest of the package is. Maybe I only pulled in a part of a package. But I have all left. I don't think I used any of these at all, which is disappointing. I wanted to get some used. These are my pocket page cards. You can see I cut that down with a die and put a stitched with the stitched die. I still have, let's see, that's a piece of 1, and then I still have quite a few, but I did use quite a few of my pocket page cards. I did not use my cork alphabet at all, which is disappointing. I did not use this brown alphabet at all, which is disappointing. I did use some numbers from this pack. And I primarily use these from American Crafts. These are marquee. You can see I did have to go into this pack a little bit. I did use these letters once. I did not use those. I used these from Freckled Fawn. I used more from this one top sheet here, and I actually got into a second sheet. My stamps, oh, I feel so bad. I did not use any of them. I stamped a bunch of things out, and I did color some images. I'll tell you, I had my watercolor sitting out because I had stamped tons of images, and I was coloring them in. I just never got very far with it. I mean, I never went back and fussy cut anything. I started with these. Maybe I'll finish coloring these. These will sit out on my desk probably through Christmas, and I'll keep working on those for next year. My mixed media stuff, yeah, no, I didn't use any of this. I did not use my spray mist. I did not use that Ken Oliver Color Burst. I did not use these glitter bits. My washi tape, I think I used all of it. I think I did. I'm not 100% sure. But I know I did finish off 2 rolls. A small roll and then a larger roll. And then packages of things that are now empty that I used the last bits up. I did add some twine in from a, oh, I guess I did use part of one of those because there's the other part there. Let me put that there. I did pull in some twine, an old dollar spot from Target. I had a little bit left and I used that up. So there's an empty going into the trash. These Jolie stickers, I think I had 3 left in here and I used those up. That was for my alphabet package, I think. These Adorn It foam stickers and enamel stickers I used up. Those are pretty old. I don't know when they're from, but they've been in my stash for probably 20 years. That is from my Freckled Fawn. This was a partial pack of sequins that I had. There were 2 sheets in here, almost used up, and I finished those off. There's a carrier sheet for some sequins that I finished up. I had a wood veneer in here, a leaf wood veneer that I finished up. These are some yellow enamel dots that I had that I finished up. And then these were some leftover bits and pieces of Freckled Fawn enamel stickers. And I think I had orange and yellow, and I finished those off. So these couple of packs I'll save to put some of my embellishments back in for Freckled Fawn. But this is what will go back into my stash, and I'm okay with that. I use quite a bit of it, so I'm not at all upset. So let me move these to my trash bin. So let me show you the layouts. This is the first layout. And all of these were made from sketches, and I've recorded a lot of these, but I haven't posted and done the editing or anything for them. So when I edit them and get them uploaded, then I will put the sketch with them. Anywho, so you can see I used a lot of things. Lots of washi tape. I used one of those little border pieces here. Lots of pattern paper, some of those stickers and leaves and enamel dots. Again, more washi tape, wood veneer, a sticker up here, a sticker back here, enamel dots here, a larger sticker, some smaller stickers, another one of those Jolie's stickers there, and one of those great big ones there. It didn't need a lot of information. I think I've scrapbooked this photo before. It was just a fall outfit that felt really cute that day. Made me feel really cute that day. So yeah, I took a photo and I felt like the colors went really well. This of course had pops of blue in it, the top that I was wearing, but that's okay. This is the second layout that I created, and it's part of our Thanksgiving tradition. Well, we're working on new traditions, I'll tell you. When you blend your families and you have multiple other women in the family who are interested in doing things, you're not responsible for doing it all anymore. And so that's really fun in establishing new traditions. So a couple of years ago, part of our tradition was the kids would come over, we would eat Thanksgiving dinner, and then we would have the kids decorate the Christmas tree. And so that's what the photo is all about. And so that's why I have Thanksgiving or fall type paper along with tree decorating, because it was part of the tradition. You can see lots of bits and pieces layered up back behind here. I did my journaling with the white gel pen, and I just went around this square with the white gel pen. More layers back behind here. This was actually part of a pocket page card, and I fussy cut it out. I used some, I did not use that much of my foam adhesive. I used the fun foam to go back behind a lot of these photos and embellishments and things, because I have a stack of that I want to get used up. So that's layout number 2. Layout number 3 is this one, and it has 3 photos, and you can see I have a cluster up here at the top with some, oh, I did use some of the wood buttons. I didn't think I used them, but I have some sequins, enamel dots, as well as the wood buttons, a leaf. That was part of the ephemera pack, as was that. I couldn't believe it said brothers. This was perfect. Another little piece from Close to My Heart that I had put adhesive on. More layered up embellishments down here, as here, another button, sequin, and that. And then I put my journaling here with the tile stickers. He said yes. Jason asked his brother to be his best man for his wedding, and he said yes. And this whole piece here, this center piece, I have popped up with the fun foam. And then this is a traveler's notebook piece that I just cut apart and used a portion here and a portion here. And then of course I cut the banner piece. And then down here is this corrugated paper, which is so fun to give some dimension to your layout. Another layout, single photo. This is number 4, and you can see I used the paper flowers, or the paper leaves. I used the glitter leaves, and I used wood veneer. I used chipboard. I used enamel shapes. I used sequins, more enamel shapes, another sticker. That is a rub-on that I put on a piece of scrap paper, and then fussy cut it. Again, more embellishments here with a piece of chipboard. And this just says, "My son, so thankful for you," and then hanging out at mom's. And then another cluster down here with washi tape as the background. Another enamel piece. And I used some of those labels back behind here, the arrow ones directing one way and then the other, just to add some interest down here. But yeah, that was a paper that I was not keen on, so I love that I was able to get it in a background, and it looks okay. It doesn't bother me being in that background. This is layout number 5. It's so funny because this paper with these corners and that first layout with the corners, wait till you see what I did with the leftover papers from those later on. So I have 2 pieces of not triangle paper, but angled paper that I cut off, again with the different layers to place back here. I have pattern paper that I got a border punch out for. I have washi tape and another pattern paper. I have chipboard, wood veneer, stickers. There's a brad, those glitter brads that I used, and I used one in each cluster. That is from a cut apart piece that I cut apart and then fussy cut that out. More leaves, wood veneer. There's another sticker there. More layers down here. And then more layers back here. I have a pocket page card here. Not a pocket page. I have a traveler's notebook page here. That's a cut apart that says family, and it actually has houses or something on it. But I took one of those craft pieces of paper and just cut it down and put it down the edge to cover that up. Used a couple little bits and pieces over here to make it feel like it's got lots more stuff to it. And I used a flare for family and friends, these 2 guys, my 2 sons. So that was fun to get that done. And, you know, there's not a lot of documentation on these. You know, the whole memories of him asking him to be his best man will be part of the story on another page. This is layout number 6, and it is, oh boy, I'm tearing it apart. The sticker, I should have known these were going to come up because these are old and the adhesive is really poor on there. So yeah, just put a little adhesive behind that because the adhesive on those sucked. This was Thanksgiving meal at our house, and so I just took photos of the food that it was laid out, and just used a traveler's notebook page to border the back. This was actually a chipboard piece that I peeled the backing from and just put family dinner with some washi tape down here. Made a cluster here, a cluster here, and a cluster here with enamel dots, enamel shapes, the tile letters, one of those big pumpkins. Yeah, lots of fun with that one. This is layout 7, and I used a couple of traveler's notebook pages. I used the wood veneer. I used the flowers from that 1 pack of Adorn It embellishments. Chipboard here. That's cut out from a pocket page. I used my title down here. Used a flare in the middle. Friday and fall family fun after Thanksgiving. Of course, having the kids all over that day, that evening, or the next day to decorate the tree. Yeah, that's part of our history. That's what we did. Anyway, there's that one. And that is also part of a pocket page card that I fussy cut the portion that had the color to it and put it right there. And used one of those big goofy turkeys. I love that. This is layout number 8. And I I love, this was one long piece here, and I love that it had this house because when I went to a scrapbooking retreat in Weatherford, Texas, it's called the Covered Bridge Inn, and you can see my title is here on the washi tape with that fine, that little tiny basic gray alphabet. This makes me feel like that. And so around their property they had chickens everywhere, so I had lots of photos of chickens. So yeah, home is with your happy family, the happy family of chickens. So yeah, I just put a little blurb down here. These are chipboard pieces. Use some sequins and enamel heart. There's that one little phrase sticker up there. Use some chipboard pieces here that I pulled the chipboard apart. These are actually cutoffs from the piece of corrugated piece that I used on another page, and when I tore that down the edges, I saved these two and used them here. Used a part of a traveler's notebook page here. Used a piece of a cut apart here. More of those puffy stickers there, and used the fun foam there, and then some scraps of paper to go down either side there. So yeah, fun layout. This is layout number 9. Lots of stuff down here. I have bling, enamel dots, I have stickers, I have yeah, everything down there. Yeah, circle stickers, phrase stickers, something to put words on. I have a sticker tree with leaves, a phrase sticker, a chipboard piece, and then I have across here, back behind or underneath the photos, I have a piece of pattern paper, and then I have all this washi tape. There's another pattern paper here that goes across, more washi tape there, and then Victoria and me. So if you've been over to Victoria Marie's Facebook page or her Instagram, that's a close-up of my friend. Yeah, it's so fun to scrapbook with her. We were sitting across from each other here. So fun. We got to talk for the entire crop. Next up, this is the layout that I was talking about, are the leftovers. I had cut the corners off from here and here. This piece I had cut a piece off of, and this piece I had cut a piece off of. No, this back one I did not. But I layered everything on this piece. This piece was a partial piece, as was this one. And you can see I clustered up my wood veneer and stickers up here with some sequins, and it says Victoria Marie Fall Scrapbook Retreat. I used a bling there. Part of our swag that she gave us, we had a t-shirt rolled up and wrapped with twine, and then we had our name on it. So I kept mine, of course, which you always do, and so I used it here on this layout. I used a sticker down here as the base for the 18, the Victoria Marie Fall Scrapbook Retreat in 18. These are from the branding strips here. And also, on the little bag, the goodie bag, I don't know how well that'll show up. There was a little glitter Texas on there. I peeled it off the bag, and so I have it here. And I just put a little heart there to signify like Weatherford. It's not precise, but it's, it's close to. Again, my friend Victoria, some of the layouts that I made at the retreat, and then our swag bag and t-shirt. And then that's the embellishment she made us. And I told you those were the cutoffs from the border strips of the paper. And then, of course, I added just a little bit of bling. Yeah, I love how this one turned out, because it's nothing but scraps. That was the solid sheet of paper, and then this was a scrap, and this was a scrap. So fun. And then finally, I have this one. This is actually the last layout that I made, number 11. This is the front of the paper pack. It showed autumn, a perfect autumn, and then it had by the designer here, and then down this portion was all the, let me see what I did with that. So this was the portion that went down here. on the front of the packaging, and then I cut those portions off there. It just showed some additional embellishments. You can see the wee tiny bit on that piece of the fox's ear that's here. But yeah, I cut that out with shows all the pattern papers that were in the kit, and so I covered up the designer's name with a piece of scrap glitter paper and then put retreat on there, a perfect autumn retreat. And these are a couple of friends of mine from there. You might recognize Lori. Well, you may not. She has her head down. She has a YouTube channel that she does books with. I think it's called Paper Ink and Paper, maybe. So anywho, yeah, she talks about books on there. I used the glitter leaves, the leatherette leaves, some stickers here, scraps of paper here, scraps of paper here, another sticker, more leaves. I used sequins, enamel dots, and I even used a flare on this one. Very simple, but super duper cute. I love how this one turned out with that scrap of paper. Anyway, that's the last one. So 11 layouts with this kit. And I am so glad. I am so glad that I was able to make these layouts, get caught up on some of my scrapbooking from previous years. So these will go into my collection of layouts for this year, and try to get them into albums accordingly. So yeah, love, love, love how these turned out. Anyway, I appreciate you guys sticking around. I appreciate you guys watching my videos. I would love it if you would leave comments. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to leave a comment. Anyway, I will see you guys on the next video. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.